Peace, everybody. What's good? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. If this is your first time coming across this channel, my name is Keisha, and on this channel, we are focusing on books and journaling and just cozy living, cozy, soft life kind of thing. In today's video, we'll be going through why is my machine doing that? My laundry is doing something. I might have to pause and go figure that out. So in today's video, we are going over everything I read in the month of January. January was a decent reading month. I read 11 books, all hits, no misses, no misses, no misses. Yeah, in no particular order, I'm going to start with my palette cleanse for the month because I do read a lot of heavy books, historical fiction, high fantasy, or just fantasy books. I read a lot of books that talk about really heavy themes. So I do like to do a little palette cleanse along the way. And I'm doing this manga. This is super fun. The Apothecary Diaries. Thoroughly enjoying this one. I do have book 2 on deck to read this month. So yeah, highly recommend if you're into manga. This is a super cute, fun read. Next up, Blood Over Bright Haven. This was a highly recommended book all over booktube, YouTube, all those things. It wasn't a miss. Like I said, I didn't have any misses this month. These are just some of the notes that I wrote for this book. Concepts of a culture colonizing another culture and claiming that that culture's achievements were their own, a tale as old as time. Achievements, resources, the redefining of their gods, their religion, simply the way the world works, suffering of the few, the so-called low for the benefit of the powers that be. Religion used as an excuse for men to do evils. There's just so much in this book that was familiar to me, so it was hard to be oh, this book is groundbreaking because there was really no new themes explored. I also felt like the FMC, I guess she would be, or maybe some people would call her the heroine. I felt like she wasn't very layered. Like she was given a lot of grace for not knowing so many things, being like at a level of innocence at her big ass age. Like this wasn't a teenager. She wasn't even in her 20s. I believe she's in her 30s in this book. So I just personally had a hard time giving her that, that sympathy, that grace that a lot of people did in the book. But still a great book. I would recommend it. Next up, I finished the series, The Gilded Ones with the Eternal Ones. This is probably... this is young adult fantasy. I love the series. I had a really good time. I wish it wasn't so spread out, but yeah, as usual with any type of fantasy series. But yeah, I love it. It was great. I would recommend this series to anyone who enjoys reading fantasy, especially if you like a little bit of African spirituality based fantasy, exploring, those like themes of magic and the Orishas and things like that. The next book I read, Little Rot by Akwaeke Emezi. They are one of my favorites. I enjoyed this book. This book is not for you if you don't like a little spice in your life, honey. I will say, I'm currently reading Son of the Morning on my reading vlog that I'm recording right now. And one of the things that I said about Akwaeke Emezi's writing when it comes to the spice, if you want to call it smut, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't feel like an afterthought. It feels like an integral part of the story. I feel like the story wouldn't be the same without it. Sometimes it'll seem like an author adds in the spice, the smut, just for the hell of it, but it's very intentional with Akwaeke, and I do love that about their writing. So yeah, thoroughly enjoyed. I do have a few little post-it notes in this one. All the events are delicately intertwined. So we're following several characters throughout a weekend, and yeah, there's so much mess going on, but the way Akwaeke intertwined all of them to let you know, at this point in time, this person, X person was doing this while B person was doing this. But there are little nuggets in there to keep you connected to each, to let you know that each one is connected in just very subtle little ways. I also said this book touches on how we as people process trauma, how we as people compartmentalize trauma. This book is raw, it's real, it's gritty, it's stripped down to your deepest desires. To me, the characters in this book were really vulnerable and raw, and for the most part, they were willing to explore their desires in a way that most of us are not willing to. I'm not gonna say all of us, but a lot of us are not willing to. So yeah, I enjoyed this. Next book, Birth of a Dynasty, Chanaza Bado, or Badu, maybe. Loved it. I can't wait for more. I'm very upset that I spilled my coffee on this book. It gives it a little bit of character, but very upset, very disappointed in myself. Luckily, I had the cover off, so I didn't mess up the cover. But oh yeah, see the book itself kind of messed up. I mean, so sad. But what I'm not doing is buying a brand new one because I don't do that. I really enjoyed this. I think this is one of those fantasies that's easier to read if you're easily confused by fantasy books. So maybe try this one out. It's really, there's not the world building, the concepts are not too hard to grab hold on, and the characters are really relatable and lovable, most of them. And yeah, I enjoyed it. Can't wait for the next book in this. Then I did read The Hobbit. I do have that reading vlog where I did The Hobbit and I did Ring Shout. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot. I really talked my head off about The Hobbit on that reading vlog because, oh, it's so good. It's so good. Yes, that's all I'm going to say. It's so good. Thoroughly enjoyed this book. Recommend it if you love fantasy. Even if you don't love fantasy, if you love a little bit of a whimsical vibe to your reading, this book is full of lovable characters, fun adventure, beautiful prose, exceptional world building, lovely storytelling. Like there's nothing that's wrong with this book except maybe make it a little longer. Thoroughly enjoyed. I did jump into Immortal Dark. This book is everywhere. Like if you have been anywhere on the internet as far as book content goes, you've probably seen this book. So Immortal Dark by Tigis Germo. Love with this book. I'm in love with the characters. I'm in love with the storytelling. I'm in love with the world building. I will say it did start out a touch slow for me, but no worries. It picked right on up. Oh, okay. I do have Eternal Ruin back here on the shelf. So I'm probably going to read it closer to, I think the next book comes out, the third and possibly I think final book comes out in November. So I'm going to wait a little closer to November before I read that one so that everything is fresh on the dawn. True dark academia here. True. Like there is school, there's classes. Now towards the end of the book, we do kind of get out of like, are y'all not going to class no more? But yes, I loved this book. I think a lot of people had issue. Let's just go here right quick because I saw a lot of discourse about Kadan in this book being very, oh, I don't like her. She makes bad decisions. She's naive. She's da. Let's keep in mind, in this book, Kadan is a 17-year-old orphan. Okay, 17 or 18-year-old orphan. This is a grown woman in this book who has lived a lot of years on this earth. And that's not to say that we don't still make mistakes because obviously we do. But the same discourse that I was hearing about Kadan, I'm not hearing about, what's her name in this book? Iona. Yeah. So the same discourse I'm hearing about Kadan in this book, I didn't hear any of that for Sayona in this book. And she's way older and way more naive and way more annoying. Okay. So yes, our girl Kadan is making mistakes. She's a teenager. There is a lot on her plate. She is literally saving her house, her family, trying to find her sister, all those things, and dealing with vampires. Like, can you cut her some slack at that age, realizing that, hey, I'm living with a vampire? Getting off of my soapbox, I really enjoyed Immortal Dark. The themes explored were awesome. I love a gritty vampire situation, and this gave me all that with Black people. So what's not to love? Oh, wait, I also read Sula back here. Yes, that is Sula. Oh my gosh. Sula is still on my brain, still in my dome. Love her down, love her bad. I definitely am planning to do a little discussion, a little less disgusted on Sula and on Blood Over Brighthaven, possibly. It'll probably be over on TikTok, but I might also upload it to YouTube Shorts. I'm trying to wrap this up, but Sula was so good. Highly recommend. Like, please, if you have not read Sula, pick it up and read it. It is such a thought provoking. I don't know the last time I was so entrenched in my thoughts and I was trying to put things together, and Sula's good. Sula's good. Pick it up, read it. It's good. It's good. It's so good. That is going to do it for everything I read in the month of January. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Have you read any of these books? What did you think? If you haven't, are any of these on your TBR, on your wish list, all those wonderful things. And please, if you enjoy these types of videos, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Join me over here as I'm trying to grow my channel. It's been trying to take the camera time. I love this book down, loved it down. This is a good ass book. Listen, short read, pretty short read. So many little things. Let's read a little something from Sula if you're still here. So when they met, first in those chocolate halls and next through the ropes of the swing, they felt the ease and comfort of old friends, because each had discovered years before that they were neither white nor male, and that all the freedom and triumph was forbidden to them. They had set about creating something else to be. Their meeting was fortunate, for it let them use each other to grow on, daughters of distant mothers and incomprehensible fathers, Sula's because he was dead, Nell's because he wasn't. They found in each other's eyes the intimacy that they were looking for. Yeah. Ta-ta.